Hey, this is Caitlin, and my Instagram is Support and Recovery, and it's all about recovery, but mainly about recovering from an eating disorder because I myself suffered from anorexia, and I began recovering from anorexia in March of 2012. And also my account is there to just support those going through any struggle in general. I've, gone through depression and some of my own other challenges, including medical challenges and stuff. So, let's get to it. So, I asked some of my Instagram followers to please ask me questions, and I said that I would mention them in my video and be answering their questions. So, here are your questions and the answers. So the first one is from a Caitlin, and she said, "What were your first signs of anorexia?" Well, my first signs were that there started being less things that I could eat. I started having fewer foods, and I started eating smaller portions. The next question I have is from Caroline's Recovery, and what she says is, "I feel like I'm just eating in order to recover. Once I've recovered, I have no idea of portion sizes and what to eat, since in recovery I eat when I'm hungry or when I'm not. How do I cope with this problem?" Well, Caroline, I'll start with this. I had the same thing. In fact, in recovery, I was almost never hungry, and I just ate because I knew that was part of recovery. So, my advice to you is, for now, just relax and keep recovering and just eat no matter what, because that's what it takes to recover. And while in recovery, your body is really getting adjusted to new amounts of calories and new foods. So it's normal to not always know, not always feel hungry. But once you're recovered, your body will be adjusted and your hunger cycles will come back to normal, your hunger meter. And for the amounts of portions you're going to eat after you recover, you'll figure out like just the right amount of food you need in order to stay the weight that you need to stay. And you'll just have to make sure that you eat the right amount for your body, which will be pretty simple to figure out. And so for now, just relax and don't worry too much about the future, because your body's going to start performing really, really well once you're at a really healthy weight. So just keep on recovering and just try to not think too much about the future. Okay, so here's my third question from 21 Guns. She asked, "Have you ever binged, and how did you stop it?" Well, no, I have not binged. And later in my video, I will discuss some ways of how to, keep going with your recovery and how I started recovery. So here we go. How did you start recovery? Well, I started recovery on my own behalf. I was just tired of having this eating disorder. It was just ruining my life, and I knew that my health was very poor. So I told my mom that I thought I had a problem, and pretty much the next day I was seeing the doctor, and they found out that my health was in very serious conditions, and they said, like, if you don't start eating, you might have a heart attack. Like, you could actually die from this disorder. So I began my recovery immediately, and that started with them trying to put me on an outpatient treatment plan so that I could continue to stay in school and also to save money. So anyways, I saw the doctor twice a week for my weigh-ins and vital checks, and I saw a nutritionist once a week, and I saw a counselor twice a week. And this went on for quite a while until I started to get more stable. I would say I had that many appointments for about 9 months. So recovery really took a big toll on it was a big part of my life for that time. And so here's a question that both 21 Guns and also Caitlin asked. Did you lose your period? If so, do you have it now? And I did lose my period. I lost my period for over 2 years. And, well, yeah, it was nice to not have my period, but it's really not healthy to not have your period. If you don't know losing your period for that long can cause all types of problems with your body, including different cancers and diseases. So my doctor decided that my body needed to bleed. So for about 4 months, she put me on the birth control pill, which sort of gave me a falsified period, or it tricked my body into thinking it needed to have its period. So I had my period, a very heavy period, for 4 months. And now I've been off the pill for about a month, and we're waiting to see if I'm going to have my period again without the pill. And it might be that I just don't have it every month, but I'm not sure where my period stands right now. Question 3 came from Caroline's... No, sorry, I already read that. Question 4 comes from Caitlin Trotta. And she says, what's the best way to work out to get the most benefit without overworking your body? I want to mainly focus on my stomach. So, for advice for your stomach workouts, I would advise trying to, if you can, get a gym membership. And it's generally pretty inexpensive to join the local YMCA. But if that's not possible, there are also great apps like on the iPods and iPhones and such that actually have like workout routines you can do at home for your stomach as well as all the other muscles. And if you do join the gym, I would recommend starting out at maybe a 30-minute workout, and eventually if you get really into it, you could go up to an hour-and-a-half workout. And what you want to do about not overworking out your body but getting the most benefit would be to lift as much weight as you can. But if you're lifting as much weight as you can, you want to ensure that you can do a complete rep, and you want to be able to do 12 reps at once, and it's good to do 3 sets also. So, number 5 is from Christina Corso. She says, what helps most in regards to motivation to keep fighting? And I'm also going to join an answer with this question, which is from Madison Francis. I don't know what to do. I'm leaving my inpatient program soon, and I'm afraid I will never find a safe place. I don't want to relapse, and I just don't want to fall back into the wrong path that I was in. Any advice? So, here's my advice. This goes for continuing to recover or to not go into relapse, is close your eyes and just picture yourself at the very worst point of when you were in your eating disorder. And just think, wow, I was just so alone, in such a dark place, depressed. You're probably at your breaking point. And that was a time when you were not happy. You were suffering. So just picture yourself, me, Caitlin, back there when she was suffering. Then, now, visualize yourself in the future. Visualize the very best person you want to be, the very best you. Just this happy, free person pursuing her dreams, whatever your dreams are. Imagine yourself following your dreams. Now, when you're thinking about relapsing or not continuing recovery, tell yourself, why would I want to go back to that first image? That was a horrible time. My eating disorder provided me nothing but horrible times. I would just remind yourself, I would never want to go back to that time when I was suffering the worst from my eating disorder. And then, even better, think about, well, if I relapse or if I don't continue recovering, I can't go to that happy place, the second thing that I imagine. You cannot pursue your dreams if you relapse or don't continue recovery. So just recover and stay recovered, because you want to have a future, you want to follow your dreams, and you do not want to go back to that place of suffering. So, if you would like me to answer any more questions, please comment, and please, if you share this video or like this video or subscribe, and also please follow me on my Instagram if you already aren't, at Support and Recovery. And also I'm in a Kick account that's Support for You, which is the word support, the word for, and then just the letter U. So if you need any support, please contact me. I'm always there for you, and I look forward to making some more videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed this.